Welcome back to Car Tech Zone, your ultimate stop for everything that roars, rolls, and races. Today, we're diving into one of the craziest, loudest, and most adrenaline-pumping events of the year, Cars in Copters 2025, straight from sunny Huntington Beach, California. Now, if you've never been to Cars in Copters, imagine the wildest cars and the most insane helicopters gathered in one place. That's exactly what this event delivers. It's not just a car show, it's a celebration of speed, style, engineering, and sheer passion. This year's 2025 edition took things to an entirely new level, breaking attendance records, featuring multi-million-dollar hypercars, and even introducing some next-generation performance machines that gave everyone goosebumps. So, buckle up, because in this video, I'm taking you through everything that went down. The cars, the performance, the prices, and what made 2025's Cars in Copters absolutely legendary. Let's start with the atmosphere. The event kicked off under perfect California sunshine, palm trees swaying, ocean breeze in the air, and the deep rumble of version 12s, V8s, and even some futuristic EVs echoing through the crowd. Enthusiasts, families, creators, and collectors filled the Huntington Beach parking lots early in the morning. Everywhere you looked, there was something worth drooling over, from vintage Lamborghinis and Ferraris to the latest McLaren and Bugatti monsters, and of course, helicopters hovering above, putting on a show of their own. Now, talking about the cars that stole the spotlight, 2025 brought a mix of both old-school mechanical beasts and the latest electric hypercars redefining what performance means. The first car that instantly caught everyone's attention was the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, still one of the ultimate benchmarks for speed. With its 8-liter W16 engine pushing out 1,577 horsepower, this car isn't just about numbers, it's about craftsmanship and prestige. Even in 2025, with all the EV competition rising, the Chiron's road presence is unmatched. And its price? A staggering $3.9 million. And yes, every penny feels justified when you see it in person. But it wasn't just Bugatti flexing. McLaren brought its brand new McLaren Solus GT, a track-only masterpiece that looks more like a fighter jet than a car. With only 25 units ever made, and each one custom-built for its owner, it's powered by a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 producing over 830 horsepower. The sound alone turned heads from across the venue. McLaren priced this monster at around $3.6 million, and believe me, every second you see it in motion, you understand why. Now let's talk about the EV side of things, because electric performance was huge this year. Rimac Nevera showed up and completely blew people's minds again. This Croatian electric hypercar is redefining what instant torque really means: 1,914 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.74 seconds, and a top speed of 258 miles per hour. Seeing it quietly glide in and then shoot forward like a spaceship was surreal. The price tag? Around $2.5 million, and Rimac continues to prove that the future of speed doesn't necessarily need gasoline. And speaking of future, Tesla had an appearance too, showcasing the long-awaited Roadster 2.0, which has finally started reaching customers in 2025. With its tri-motor setup producing over 1,000 horsepower and a claimed 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, it's Tesla's attempt to reclaim the spotlight. The updated design looked sleeker, more aggressive, and honestly, it turned heads even parked next to million-dollar exotics. The best part? The starting price is around $250,000, which makes it almost affordable compared to the rest of the lineup. Another crowd favorite was the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, Sweden's masterpiece built for one thing: top speed. Koenigsegg claims it can reach over 330 miles per hour, though that hasn't been officially tested yet. With its twin-turbo V8 pushing out 1,600 horsepower on E85 fuel, the Jesko is basically an engineering statement. Price? $3 million, and good luck getting one, because they're all sold out. Moving down the line, Ferrari brought elegance and performance together with the SF90 XX Stradale, a hybrid supercar that pushes 1,030 horsepower from its twin-turbo V8 combined with 3 electric motors. It's one of Ferrari's most advanced street-legal cars ever made. Seeing that red beast parked under the California sun with the prancing horse badge shining was enough to stop anyone in their tracks. The SF90 XX starts at about $840,000, and for Ferrari fans, it's basically perfection. Of course, Lamborghini showed up in full force too, with the Revuelto, their first hybrid V12 supercar that replaced the Aventador. This thing screams power and style. The naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 paired with 3 electric motors makes over 1,001 horsepower, and you can feel the presence even before you see it. Starting at around $600,000, the Revuelto is Lamborghini's way of saying, we can evolve, but we'll never go quiet. Now, one of the coolest parts about cars in Copters is the mix. You've got these ultra-rare hypercars parked right next to modified tuner builds, vintage American muscle, and exotic JDM machines. There were wide-body Supras, GTRs pushing over 1,200 horsepower, custom twin-turbo Huracans, and even a few track-ready Corvettes that looked ready for battle. The car culture diversity here is unmatched. It's not just for millionaires, it's for anyone who truly loves machines. And as the name suggests, it's not just about cars. The helicopter lineup this year was equally wild. You had private owners flying in Robinson R44s, sleek Bell 505s, and even a few customized Airbus H125s that looked like something out of a movie. The sound of rotors mixing with revving engines created one of the most unique experiences you'll find anywhere in the US automotive scene. One of the highlights was a synchronized performance between a McLaren 765 LT and a helicopter flying just overhead while both moved in sync for photographers, a shot that looked straight out of a Fast and Furious movie. The crowd went absolutely crazy. Now let's talk performance. 2025 seems to be the year of hybrid hypercars and ultra-refined electric speed. We're seeing a huge shift in the balance between combustion and electric technology. Traditional powerhouses like Lamborghini and Ferrari are finally embracing hybrid systems not just for emissions, but to enhance performance. And companies like Rimac, Lotus, and Tesla are proving that electric cars can be just as emotional and thrilling as their gasoline counterparts. Speaking of Lotus, the Avaya was another stunning appearance. With 2,000 horsepower from pure electric power and an almost alien-like design, it represents what future hypercars are heading toward: lighter, faster, smarter. Price tag: around $2.3 million. But honestly, seeing it in person felt like watching the future of racing roll past you. Now, when we talk about prices at events like this, it's mind-boggling. The combined value of all the cars on display this year easily crossed $500 million. You had cars worth more than private jets, parked right beside helicopters worth less than the cars themselves. The irony is part of the fun. But cars in Copters isn't just about flexing wealth. It's also about community. You see kids standing next to dream cars they've only seen in video games, and owners who genuinely love sharing their passion. Many of the supercar owners are open to talking, explaining details about their builds, and even letting people take photos inside their cars. That accessibility makes the event feel welcoming despite the insane value of the machinery around. Another huge talking point this year was the custom builds. We saw Liberty Walk and Mansory kits, wide-body conversions, matte wraps, titanium exhausts, and LED-lit interiors that made every car feel unique. Social media influencers and automotive YouTubers were everywhere, capturing every rev, burnout, and reaction shot. From a performance review standpoint, 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting years for car enthusiasts in decades. With hybrids reaching 1,000+ horsepower, EVs hitting under 2 seconds 0 to 60 times, and aerodynamics being pushed to near aircraft levels, we're entering a golden age of automotive innovation. The blend of technology, luxury, and speed on display at Cars in Copters is a perfect reflection of where the industry is heading: faster, cleaner, but still thrilling. And let's not forget the event vibe. Live DJ sets, food trucks, merchandise booths, and even some exclusive unveilings kept the energy high all day. The sound of revs echoing off the oceanfront combined with the sight of helicopters circling overhead created that unmatched, only in California, feel. As the sun started to set, the reflections off carbon fiber hoods and chrome details made every car look even more surreal. The final rev battles and helicopter departures wrapped up the event with an unforgettable finale. You could see people standing around long after it ended, still soaking in the energy. So what's the takeaway from Cars in Copters 2025? It's simple, the future of cars is brighter and louder than ever. Whether it's high-revving version 12S or silent electric rockets, the passion for performance is alive and thriving. The event perfectly blends innovation with nostalgia, luxury with community, and technology with raw emotion. If you're into cars, helicopters, or just want to experience what automotive heaven feels like, mark this event for next year. It's a once-in-a-lifetime vibe that you can't really capture through screens. You've got to be there to feel it. That's it for today's deep dive into Cars in Copters 2025. The machines, the madness, and the magic that make it one of the best automotive events in the United States. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your car lover friends, and subscribe to Car Tech Zone for more real-world reviews, event coverage, and everything that defines performance culture.